I've worked so hard and I'm exhausted. I could never have imagined such a level of exhaustion and boredom. Now I know that images aren't just plain images. They are a means of communication, memory, knowledge, education. I would certainly never have imagined that televised images are such a faithful mirror of certain behavior. I've tried to look inside that mirror to see who we are and what we can change if we don't like ourselves. I have learned that sometimes mirrors can be used to conceal rather than reveal. I remember when Marco told me that TV has an incredible power. While discussing reality, it can dissimulate. The TV now steals, blights, ruins the landscapes of everybody's conscience. Despoils us of our roots and origins.
Tesoro, vai pure che Tino deve darti un'occhiatina. Vai, vai. Ecco, grazie. Puoi andare, grazie.
Faces become masks after plastic surgery. Bodies are inflated to ridiculous proportions, like those of circus freaks. They give us a false and surreal image of women. I'm sure that you can only bear to watch TV once you realize what a circus it really is. Who are we? What do we want? Why aren't Italian women out on the streets protesting against this way of their being represented on TV? Real women's bodies have been hidden away. Instead, we are presented with an obsessively vulgar image with silicone lips, thighs, breasts. The truth is removed and replaced with a mask. What is feminine in these images of women?
E allora, belle e mute in TV, sono così le donne che piacciono forse agli uomini? Un passo avanti, un passo indietro, una provocazione, ne parleremo con i nostri ospiti.
Dopo anni di lotte e recriminazioni per eliminare dalla TV la valletta muta al fianco dei conduttori, ecco che sta tornando in auge la bella ma silenziosa dama di compagnia. Corsi e ricorsi storici.
We never meet, except in rare occasion on smaller audience TV stations, a different type of woman, a new identity, original and genuine, who isn't simply there to accompany the man. The presence of women on television is more a question of quantity than quality.
Andiamo insieme. Signore e signori, pubblicità.
Pubblicità.
The woman portrayed seems to go along with man's every desire and gives us any possibility of being an equal other.
Tu sei uscita su vari giornali con tanti uomini. Fin quando lo fa l'uomo che esce con tante donne, quindi il mio fidanzato, è sempre bene. Quando una donna si fa vedere con tanti uomini viene definita invece un'altra cosa.
She's reduced and reduces herself to be just a sexual object, fighting the passing of time, undergoing all sorts of freak transformations, being forced to stay within a frame, mute, or to present TV shows which require no competence whatsoever.
Quante medaglie? Di che tipo? Di che tipo? Come? Non lo so.
Benvenuta, ben trovata Roberta. Allora, tu sei, lo vediamo tutti, una bellissima ragazza. Avresti potuto fare una vita tranquilla, magari sposarti un principe, che ne so.
7 carciofi, succo di limone mezzo, cosa vuol dire succo mezzo di limone? Di mezzo limone. Succo di mezzo limone, va bene?
It seems as if women are incapable of looking at themselves in the mirror and can't accept themselves as they are.
Labbra vere, labbra finte, cosa bisogna mettere, cosa fa male, cosa è utile. Allora, partiamo subito con le labbra, quelle là che uno ogni tanto vede che sono queste cose.
Being oneself probably constitutes one of the fundamental human rights. However, in order to be yourself, you need to recognize your own desires and most profound needs. In my opinion, the real problem is that women have lost the ability to understand their real needs.
Poi comunque
Maria, la femminilità è altro, la seduzione ci sta, essere donna, essere femmina, profumare di femminilità è un'altra cosa.
Parli proprio te di profumare di femminilità.
Assolutamente
guarda,
sì.
Mamma mia.
Guarda tesoro,
Senti
fra
che
te e me
parli.
io sembro una bambola, tu dobbiamo parlarne.
Non lo faccio per me, lo faccio per gli uomini italiani. Ti tocca la doccia. Prego.
Vai Sara.
Grazie alle nostre ragazze.
Vieni.
Grazie.
Vai Sara, vai con la doccia.
Chiudete.
Ti aiuto, vai.
Silvia, su questo
dimmi.
divano c'è una gara di davanzali
Guarda,
che tu
lascia perdere.
dovresti solo scomparire.
No, Alfonso,
capisci?
lascia perdere perché io ho chiesto alla sarta se aveva qualcosa per rinforzare, ma non c'è niente, se non c'è la materia prima. Va bene, grazie. Parliamo d'altro, ragazzi, ok? Comunque vi guardo e sono felicissima per voi, cosa devo dire?
We are so used to seeing ourselves through the eyes of men that we can no longer decide what we want and what makes us happy.
Il gusto della seduzione.
I mean that we look at each other's breasts, lips, wrinkles, as if we were men. This current model of beauty doesn't fit us, and it's somewhat strange that advertising uses images that reflect men's sexual tastes in order to sell products to women.
Il gusto della seduzione.
I believe that without a pressure to be beautiful, following a criterion that is not our own, we would appreciate ourselves more for what we really are. And if it's true that appearances speak louder than actual words, what are these bodies telling us?
Vai, forza! Forza che manca poco!
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody be surfing like California.
On the TV show Bagaglino, a few weeks after the demeaning Valletopoli scandal, a showgirl confirmed her humiliating role in the sexual favors for TV jobs scandal by singing the Lollipop Rumba. And did we really need a sadistic showgirl? Was there really need for such a darkly erotic figure rather than a brighter one? Why did it happen? Maybe this is how the system works, and these are our role models. This is how it works in fashion, politics, sports, pop music, even medicine. As a woman, becoming part of this group gives you power.
Dottoressa, come stai?
No, tutto bene, bene, grazie.
Allora, occupiamoci del viso.
Allora, oggi facciamo proprio dei trattamenti che servono proprio, come avete detto poco fa, a sistemarci per le feste.
As mentioned previously, emancipated women nowadays have to present themselves in public always as desirable objects, even in a strictly professional context, even when the women on the screen are adults who might actually have something to say.
Al contrario, cioè la bellezza è criminalizzata in questo paese. Perché? Le donne belle, le veline... No, fammi finire, ti prego. Le donne belle sono automaticamente stupide, le veline sono automaticamente delle donne leggere. Scoprirsi, i tacchi devono essere sempre molto alti. A spillo, con la cavigliera, con delle catene sadomaso.
Since the only sign of desirability we are able to recognize is an explicit reference to sex, we have changed our entire imagery into that of a strip club. These images are recorded by positioning the camera before the shot, as in pornographic films, starting with the breasts, the pubic area and thighs. Exactly like a porn movie, but we are actually watching a public broadcasting channel. Christina, the latest star of Big Brother, is a daughter of feminism, a feminism she reinterprets in her own way. Once, everything had to be fought for. Today, using methods a feminist would never have used, woman has become something else, a woman of many contradictions. She represents all the symbols of femininity, and yet she has adapted them to the market.
Piacerà secondo me al pubblico maschile per le mie forme, ma piacerà soprattutto al pubblico femminile perché dicono questa è una vera e propria ragazza con le palle.
Christina Stone is similar to the chirping voice of actresses of a past generation, but there were women not long ago who got back their adult voices. Strangely enough, most calendar girls are no different from the diligent, scholarly, ambitious and determined girls mentioned in school statistics. Most of them were good pupils, adored by their teachers. One Celebrity Island reality show participant declared that after 4 years of studying at the Bocconi University, I became a manager in a large company. Today I am the product, a product I sell in the show business market.
Eccomi, sono venuta per ricordare il televoto. Allora, la domanda di oggi: vorresti vedere tua figlia nuda sui calendari? Chiamate dal telefono fisso il numero 163311 oppure mandate un sms al numero 48313 e potete scegliere tra 3 opzioni: 1 se siete favorevoli, 2 contrari e 3 se invece vostra figlia ha già posato nuda su un calendario.
Eva, mi senti?
Sì, ti sento.
Dov'è il tuo reggiseno? Dove l'hai messo? Mi fai questo, Eva? Fai ta 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 e me lo lanci. Buttalo, via, buttalo.
Ok, ta 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 ta.
Buttalo.
Of the 45 facial muscles, besides those you need to chew, kiss, smell, breathe, all the others help you show your emotions. The more complex your character, and for character I mean the very essence of your being, the more your facial expressions will be different from those of other individuals. Why can't women no longer appear on TV with their real faces? Why isn't there a single woman who can show her face? Why this humiliation? Should we be ashamed of showing our real faces? We have to hide our wrinkles. Is the passing of time something to be ashamed of? This is violence inflicted only upon women. Anna Magnani used to say to her makeup artist before a scene, as he was about to cover her wrinkles, "Leave them alone. Don't you dare hide a single one. It has taken me a lifetime to get them." By hiding our faces, are we giving up our uniqueness and therefore our soul? Our faces express our true, authentic nature. First of all, it's directly exposed, defenseless. It cannot hide its naked dignity. It is our face which starts and makes possible every exchange.
Ti è mai passato per il cervello che anch'io avevo degli obiettivi
Sì,
che non
ma
ho
tu
potuto
evidentemente a 23
raggiungere
anni eri già matura. Io no, non ero matura a quell'età.
Io, Veronica, sono diventata matura di fronte a questa possibilità di diventare
Perché
madre.
si chiama senso del dovere.
Do the faces we are talking about allow us to build relationships? Another person's face draws us in, questions, makes us responsible. The human face holds a message: total vulnerability. This is why we hide it, change it, embellish or modify it, even with surgery. This explains why it is so hard to accept one's own face. It's like looking at an image of total vulnerability. How can we remain vulnerable and remain ourselves in a world where you can only win if you are thoroughly invulnerable? This is a tough choice for women. Invincible amongst the winners or vulnerable and forgotten. Vulnerability, however, is the most fascinating aspect of a face. Pierpaolo Pasolini understood from the start that television was destroying the poetry of a human face. Pasolini had a deeper understanding of the reality of a human face as a point of contact where all unspeakable energies explode through an expression, something asymmetrical, individual, impure, complex. In short, the contrary of typical. What is happening to women's faces and to the femininity expressed through its uniqueness? On growing old, I show my character. Where for character, I mean everything I have lived through and which has shaped my face. It's a face I have made myself with my habits, my friendships, my own peculiar way of being, my ambitions, the love I have experienced and the love I have dreamed about, the children I have given birth to. Honor the face of the old, as written in the book of Leviticus. It's a citizen duty to show our face in public without hiding it, as is possible nowadays with plastic surgery. Considerable damage is done through the lack of visibility of older faces. Only faces with heavy makeup, screen ready for selling products, are shown to the public.
Un attimo, scusate, Sara chiede di poterlo fare sdraiata perché non... Sara, no. Sei sicura?
Riesce tutto?
Sicura, Sara? Vai!
There are many women today who have reached a certain amount of fame and power in television. But what truths do their faces tell us?
Vi è stato spiegato il gioco, l'avete probabilmente già anche visto nelle precedenti edizioni. La Talpa è un reality un po' diverso, un reality molto duro, dove bisogna cercare di superare le proprie paure, le proprie fobie.
Anni del mio padre, non ne ho niente che mi lego con lui, solo questa collana che mi tiene un ricordo del mio padre, basta, non ne ho nient'altro.
Mi dispiace, Camilla.
What kind of role model are they for younger women with whom they seem to be in competition aesthetically? Do they impose upon those women the diktat of a perfect body?
Faccio serate, faccio autografi, sto su tutti
in geriatria, signora, fa le serate.
Qual è il problema tuo? Che non lo puoi fare tu?
No, mi domandavo, visto che lei
tu.
mi fa delle domande, in qualità di cosa fa questi autografi?
A volte ci vuole.
In qualità di cosa?
A me?
Sì.
Perché sono una collaboratrice di Maria.
Ah, mi scusi, è vero.
Guarda un po'.
È vero.
Allora?
Sì, no, adesso
quello che vuoi fare
era
tu,
una...
chi ti credi da sei alta 1,5 metri, te leva i tacchi, levi il trucco, levi le station, e il naso rifatto.
No, sono suoi, Rosy.
The few images we do see of adult and non-artificial women are ferocious. Women who rage against and attack younger women, with whom they cannot compete aesthetically because of the age difference, and leads to the humiliation of the younger women by the older ones. What happens when faces can no longer show their vulnerability? Where can we find the reason for pietas, the need for sincerity, the need for answers which form the basis of social cohesion? So let's have not a facelift, but a lift on our ideas. And we will realize that a lot of the ideas which came to mind watching the spectacle of beauty, youth, sex and physical perfection really only help us hide from ourselves and from others our real personality, thus risking living a life in which we were complete strangers, both to ourselves and to those around us.
Secondo voi chi fuma la pipa, per dire, concentratevi bene però, sì, sente subito che aria tira?
Ma per favore, brava! Brava te, complimenti. Una risposta che mi pare veramente adeguata.
Non le sento ste risposte.
Vabbè.
At primary school, my teacher taught me to draw pretty little borders to separate one piece of work from another on the same page. Television teams with women acting as decorative frames. Some of these have an erotic attitude. Others are just pretty decorations, young and fresh faces who are there during a commercial break.
Chi l'ha detto che per andare in televisione bisogna per forza saper fare qualcosa? Cioè, non è che uno deve per forza saper cantare, ballare. No. Queste sono belle.
Loredana Liperini, the author of Still on the Side of Little Girls, reminds us how hidden under a bra and inflated lips that even the smartest woman, unlike the men present, feels obliged to show off. There is a misinterpreted concept that once you consider to have freed yourself from old stereotypes, you can use them for your own amusement.
Allora, 2 minuti di pubblicità e poi torniamo a parlare della televisione, del nudo, di come è cambiato il costume. Tutti nudi.
However, playing with symbols and stereotypes requires a thorough knowledge of the rules of the game or you might get burnt. Can a woman crawl under a perspex table? Pretend she's the legs of a table. Spend a long time under it, pretending that it's only a silly game. Can this be done without it leaving a scar somewhere in her body? And what should people who are watching the program feel about it? On TV there is a woman and a man is using her as the legs of a table. When the program was first shown, some people complained, but the author of the program and the presenter said that the girl is a living sculpture, she is in a cage and even has breathing holes.
Una banana, un arancio, un limone e una mela. Tu il limone ce l'hai? No, non c'ha neanche il cervello. Concentrati sul frutto che ami di più. E poi lanciamo questo messaggio, o meglio, questo grande video che si chiama...
non lo so.
Ecco, vedete, che bella gente, perché? Dillo tu.
Il video di Nando.
Già miseria, mannaggia. Perché non lavori con schicchi, fai più soldi, hai meno problemi? Vedi che bel viso, come ti chiami tu? Chicca. Chicca. Vieni qua, Chicca, vieni. Chicca. Le tette a casa la lasciate, Chicca.
An infinite number of humiliated women. Many female adult presenters on Italian TV are as powerful as men, and somehow they feel the urge to act like men by demeaning the younger girls, who have less power.
Bene, Elisabetta, vai!
Tutte svantaggiate.
Ma chiudi la porta. Se vuoi sì, come preferisci. È fretta, pronti, via! Via! È terrorizzata!
For years I believed that television had nothing to do with me or with millions of women who work hard, have goals in life. But these images keep appearing on television and entering our homes, feeding fantasies, reaching the eyes of our children and invading the world. The survival of our identity is at stake. Why don't we do something about it? Why can't we show our own truth? Why do we keep accepting this constant humiliation? Why don't we fight to protect our rights? What are we afraid of?